Wow, yippee. Is this a totally clean PC? Like you don't have any weird...
totally clean. Everything, all my stuff is hardcore sandbox. I'm super paranoid about opening the room.
Yeah. Dude, I have three. Because I only have one PC. Actually, that's not true. I have two PCs, but I have like the best that I do is I have three different browsers that I use. I got one for like personal browsing, like normal, just whatever, and then I got a second one for more like business stuff, like the stuff I need private, and then the third one's for streaming.
So the only reason why I don't trust the multiple browsers, and maybe I'm just like tech, but I feel like I have so many times where all of a sudden Edge will be like, hey, we brought all of your bookmarks over from Google, or hey, we've got, and I'm like, no, what the like sometimes when I do new computer installs, like Microsoft will pop up as like, hey, OneDrive remembers every single video you've watched, and I'm like, I don't even have OneDrive ever on any install. How the f does it even have these bookmarks?
I don't with OneDrive. I go into my services and I disable every service tied to OneDrive.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I looked it up how to do that.
Sometimes when you Windows update, it will like bring services back from the grave, and it's
unhinged. It's annoying. Really? Where is Darius? He's coming in tomorrow. Ahrelevant, say, is that even, that meme is so dead.
Whoa. Excuse me, hombre?
That shit is dead and gone. I would have worn my, what is it? My Sunday best if I knew I was going to be on stream. But you got me in the, you got me slacking. My incel king. What's up, Thomas? But yeah, I wish that I had a second streaming like computer. I could use one, but I'm way too fucking lazy to use it. And I also don't think I have enough power that I can use inside my room. Because I have my like, microwave in my room.
Jesus. Wait, what do you need a second computer for?
Just for like streaming stuff. So there's like one...
Oh, to sandbox stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Is that what it's called?
I mean, the concept of sandboxing is just that it's like its own environment that like is independent from something else. It's like if you have like a virtual machine, you might call that like a sandboxed environment.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
There are other types of like, if you have a room where there's like no internet connection going in or out or no Wi-Fi, you might call it like air-gapped. People have different names for different things.
Is that a mic for the thing?
It's a mic for me so I can walk around and do shit.
Oh, okay.
And it gets me to test all my shit, because we're going to have probably 4 people using this shit while we're streaming, because I don't have... Not everybody's going to be at the table, right?
Yeah. Can I just move this
test.
mic in whatever
Okay.
way? Is that how this thing works?
Yeah, although that one's not picking anything up. I don't think I have that plugged in at the moment.
Oh, okay. Wait, what is picking it up then?
These 2 mics are active. This one's probably not plugged in. This one is guest 1, so...
You plug it into that?
Yep.
Oh. Chad, I was surprised at the camera trickery here. This table looks massive, but it's pretty normal sized table. Like, I feel like I think I could more than lay across it. And it looks like I can. Talk directly into the microphone or Desi will hate you. Well, I don't think we're
not like
he's
doing
stressing.
anything super formal right now. So I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that works.
What about the couch? Okay, what about the couch?
Oh, I ordered it.
Yeah, you did. He was gonna order the ugliest looking carpet in the world. I actually really wish I let you order it. So that way I could have made fun of you.
You should have, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, but don't make fun of the couch now because I helped him pick it out. I'll take all the credit. Dude, you know what I walked around, there was like, because I had fuck all to do today, I walked around like a strip mall thing that was cool. I actually liked it. I am shocked. It's disproportionately women, but so many people here are incredibly attractive. There's a lot of really attractive people just walking around.
I mean, yeah, they're also very fucking fake.
Yeah, they are. there. But I mean, listen, I don't care. Hey, look, I don't give a fuck.
Listen, if you like it.
Okay, I'm assuming you're a non-believer then, based on your reaction.
I think it's disgusting, but that's just me.
Disgusting. What the fuck, bro? Those are people, huh? Wait, Darius is back. He'll be here tomorrow. I think he's gonna get really drunk.
Oh boy, that'll be a phenomenal stream.
You gonna get very drunk? You should.
No.
You should. Wasn't the last time he got really drunk? Wasn't that funny?
If I get drunk in front of you, one of us has to die. You understand that, right?
Hey, look.
You either have to kill me or the black community is going to come after you because there's going to be N-bombs flying.
Hey, I could kill you. That'd do numbers.
Yeah, but I don't want to die. So,
Well,
hence the problem.
just act like I'm not gonna kill you, and we'll get the job done later. Do you still hate Florida? Not great. Not a great place. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not a great place. The humidity's trash. Smells like my ex here for some reason. I don't know why. I noticed that just walking around.
Weird, but okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. You're talking to me like it's weird. Imagine experiencing it's weird. Yeah. All your heroes went to hell. Just came to say, wait, mine? With pool chemicals. What are your current thoughts about? No, I don't know anything about that human being.
Oh shit. What happened? Oh no. Drama. You don't have to say
Are you
anything.
still a drama fiend?
No,
I swear to
dude, the
God, I could
Vivance, like,
talk to you about drama and then you drop literally anything you're doing.
the Vivance murdered my, it murdered my drama, like, enjoyment.
I don't know what happened. I experienced like a lot of drama over the last like 6 months, and then I just totally, well, like 6 to 9 months, and I got totally burned. I just don't really care much anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. It's for the better though, because I don't care in like a way where it's like I'm not gonna stress about it. You know?
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. I'm doing it. I'm glad drama has calmed. Dude, if I was a chatter though, if I was on full-blown chat mode, I would only want drama. Give us updates on Gavin, Carr, and Abby. Have you heard about my roommate's like car situation? There's no way you have.
There's no way I have?
Yeah, no shot.
Why would you think I haven't heard about things? You don't think I'm in the know? You don't think I'm in the know?
You just said your Vivance killed your drama shit.
That doesn't mean I don't know shit.
Okay, go ahead, tell me.
Are you talking about the fact that somebody managed to dodge some surprising accountability in a surprising way over some kind of damaged stuff?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit of that. Sounds like you might have
heard a few things about that.
What's going on there? Oh, Abba and Preach is in the YouTube.
Both of them?
Doesn't like drama, lives with Darius. You know I live with Darius? That's actually really surprising.
Abba's a #1 drama bookkeeper.
Yeah, I didn't think you would know any drama about me and Darius.
I don't know if this applies to Abba, but one of the like funny things I hear from a lot of like larger YouTubers that watch me is they say that it's kind of like fun to see like a YouTuber that like will be involved in like crazy drama, but they wouldn't want to go fucking like anywhere near it. So I've heard that from some people. I think Abba enjoys watching some of it, and then some of it is just unhinged.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who gave me feedback because for a very long time I've lived a very drama-free life, and they're like, "Why do you choose to live with, you know, Darius, so much drama?" And I was like, it's cool to give like input and to be around it. And it didn't affect me for the longest time, and then it affected me a lot. And then so now I'm just done.
Yeah, if it's affecting you, that's probably not good.
Yeah,
no good. No good, no fun.
Affected me a lot. Invite Abba into the Discord. Nigga, I don't know how to do that. I'm sitting at a table spinning a tray or a, what is this? It's I forget what it's called, coaster. I don't know how to do any of that. Not with this setup. He's got 3 monitors over there. This dual, a monitor here. I don't know what's going on. Debate Destiny? What do we have to debate about?
Good question. What do we have to debate about?
I guess I would probably have a better inclination of what your positions are than the other way around. 6 consoles? Yes, 6 consoles. We need an N-word counter? Jesus. I've only said it once.
Already?
Bro, I know you tune into that, so I know you heard me when I said it.
Oh, I thought you meant like on this stream.
Yes. I've only said it once on the stream.
No, I meant like on this stream, like today, like in the past like 10 minutes.
Oh. Yeah. Really explain the car thing if you can. I don't know what's public and what isn't. I don't really want to stir drama, especially in front of such a large audience. Listen,
Uh-oh.
I'm the last person to ever stir drama, okay?
Uh-oh.
I never do that shit. I am religious against doing that. If you tell me something, I'm the crypt keeper, okay? Is that a explosive device?
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, okay, cool. Drama? Why is bot in the YouTube chat saying drama and acting upset? That is NPC pager. NPC activity. Yeah, no. Abby, crash your roommate's car, right? I feel like none of this. All of you are going to be like guessing about stuff and then acting like it's public. Oh, yeah, this happened and that happened. So it's obviously public, just talk about it. All I'll say is we're looking for new roommates, okay? So if you want to live in Austin, Texas, Pflugerville area, rent about $700 after everything, okay? Well, that's all we'll say. We're looking 2 new roommates at minimum. I think we can squeeze 3.
Damn.
So,
Shit got fucked.
you know,
3 new roommates.
fuck, only 700. 700's a good 700 after everything? That's good. Okay? That is a good tell them that's a good price. 700 after
700?
everything.
That's just phenomenal pricing.
Thank
I'm
you.
tempted to move now.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure about you, but maybe somebody else.
Oh, wow. You'd reject me?
Yes, because of your ethnicity. Brother, I'm paying $350 in a German studio. No, you're not. That is government housing. That is
Doesn't count. True.
Yeah, that is not a home you are living in.
Also, it's probably something the Nazis stole from the Jews, so does it really count?
Yeah, exactly. Destiny as a roommate. How would you? Have you had roommates before?
Never in my life. Just people I date. My current girlfriend is kind of a roommate, but she has to come and go from Canada every 2 months, so.
Really? Weren't you poor? You never had needed roommates?
I have been poor, but I've never been an incel. I've always lived with girlfriends. So the first girl I lived with I was either 17 or 18 when we moved out of my grandma's and we had an apartment. And then after that I lived with my kid's mom, Rachel, and then after that, yeah.
Somebody told this nigga about dating foreign people. It's tough, okay? Dating foreign people is tough, huh? Canadians are OP. This guy's name is Captain Canada, and he has
Fuck that,
the
dude.
maple leaf.
How the
as his
fuck would you
picture.
trust a guy named Captain Canada?
I'm not. This guy's an actual op. I don't know why he's inside of the thing, inside of the chat. That's weird. N-word? Why are we acting like...
They just do their thing, you know?
Is this a thing?
There you go. Be on the pretty camera.
Oh.
I can see you head on and how glorious and beautiful you are.
Yes. Yes, all of my glorious beauty. You're goofy? No need for the N-word? You don't have the pass? Come to the studio. We'll see if you have the right to take my pass.
Ooh.
Oh, Canada. When do you sleep, young man?
It's 10:40.
Yeah, it's getting
I try to
pretty
sleep
late.
anywhere from 1 to 4. When do you sleep?
Right now, I'm sleeping at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
Okay.
I was up late last night, okay? Doing absolutely nothing, okay? Show hairline. This is, what? I don't have enough hair to hide the hairline.
That's a Norwood 3 if I've ever seen one.
My hairline is so good, I don't even know what you just said. You've looked that shit up because you're, I don't know,
Molding.
on about your hairline.
I clicked the hair thing once on Reddit, and now I get recommended so many because they super recommend you shit. And so now there's a subreddit for people that take finasteride. I think it's called.
Is that the same thing Hassan takes?
Yeah, it's called like Trestless or something. I just like the memes that they post about. They post a lot of memes about rats.
What?
I guess like the meme is that like every time like people post like new hair treatment or whatever that's like miracle regrows for hair, it's always like when you read the fine print, it's like tested on rats. So every time one of these studies get posted to this subreddit by some dude from the outside, everybody posts these memes of these rats with like glorious fucking hair, and they all just like type like, what an awesome day to be a rat. Like, oh my god, the mice are like the most like gorgeous haired motherfuckers in the place. Just funny memes. I think they're good memes.
Oh, speaking of that, isn't that shit like supposed to be like testosterone or something, like some hormone or something?
I don't know enough about it.
I just remembered it because you had that fucking clip blow up massively of you talking about you being low T.
Did it blow up massively? I think I was traveling. I didn't even see.
Sorry, massively. It was like way more than I ever would have thought.
Oh.
Because it was insane. Ahrelevant sounds homeless. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be here soon if shit keeps getting weird, but...
I don't think you sound homeless.
Oh, thank you, brother. Kiwi farmer. I've never been on that website once in my life. How much does Darius pay to live with him? Me? He pays like $900 because he has a massive room. Oh yeah, we had a fucking dispute. You haven't had roommates, so, well, you
Thank
lived
God.
with some, like your partners.
Yeah.
You probably never had to deal with this. What do you guys think about charging for square footage?
You absolutely should charge for premium rooms. Anybody that says otherwise is
Thank you.
completely and utterly full of
Hey,
shit.
listen, your pops agrees with me. Your pops agrees with me, so you guys all have to agree with me. That's how it works. That's how it works.
I see people sometimes that like are roommates that live together, and like it'll be like a 3-bedroom apartment, and they'll all be paying the exact same, and one guy has like his own fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
The worst is when people do this. This is like the sleeper killer. I think that you have to look out for. I only know this like by proxy because thankfully I know how to deal with this. But the sleeper killer you have to look out for is when people use relationships. Try to like, like I need my own bathroom because sometimes I've got like a boyfriend or girlfriend that comes over or whatever, and then they'll be like, I shouldn't have to pay anymore. Ooh, not good.
Yeah. Okay. We had
Fuck you over that way.
We had a whole dispute because Darius is paying like $280 more for like a much bigger room, a private bathroom connected to the room, and all of that shit. And I'm like, bro, if nobody's paying more for their space, I'm gonna fight you to the death for that room, bro. I like taking showers and baths. We're talking hours, okay? Hours I'll be inside of there. All right? If I can get my shit locked down to me, this is Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely true and based.
Yeah, so, it is what it is. 1 hour shits. Dude, I'll do whatever I want. That's my bathroom. But I share a bathroom, but it's cool. The person I share it with is chill. What are you doing there, young man? Me? Are you talking about Destiny? This guy has not stopped moving since I came into the spot.
I got shit to do.
You guys ever turn like Sims and let them do their autopilot shit? That's like what he's doing. He's always doing something. Are you on Adderall or Vyvanse right now?
I mean, I take Vyvanse, but it's probably worn off by now.
Do you take it like prescription, like every day?
Yeah.
Is that how people typically take it?
What do you mean?
Is Vyvanse prescribed to be usually taken like daily?
Yes. All amphetamines are. Or to my understanding, for ADHD, all amphetamines are. But maybe for other types of things or not. Some people like to do what they call like a drug holiday, where they'll only take it when they need it, or where they'll take like weeks off so that it like maintains its effectiveness. In my personal opinion, I think that's like drug seeker behavior. I don't like that. I don't like the habits or the expectations that it builds, because if you've been off amphetamines for a long time and you take have you ever taken amphetamines recreationally, like MDMA or any kind of like methamphetamine or any kind of RCs that are like, it's fun, it feels good, it's like a big good fucking euphoria. And I feel like if you're taking a lot of drug holidays, you're like chasing that euphoric feeling, in my opinion. But different people might think differently about it.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that I've taken is or done is shrooms, and that was not.
I understand working on a studio, it just never gets finished. The studio's been done for like months, guys. The only thing was when there was a stupid thing about like, just some dumb shit happened for an episode. But other than that, like shit has been like.
Wait, what dumb shit happened?
Just the whole Ranton ordeal. But like this monitor's been off for like the past like 8 episodes. Like everything's run like flawlessly. Sometimes like a mic will be muted at the beginning of the show, but otherwise it's.
I don't know why he doesn't get somebody to do this shit for him. I know you said you get the shit done right, but no, you ever you watched The Penguin, that show?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty critically acclaimed. You should
I've heard good
take a
things about
moment,
it.
take a breath, and enjoy life. What was the last show you watched?
I finished watching an anime called Hunter x Hunter with Lena. Have you ever seen it before?
No, I heard it's based though.
It's okay. And then now we're watching The Sopranos, almost through season 1.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Severance is better? Severance is good, man. I really like Severance. I'm excited for the next season. They dropped that trailer. Ooh, man, ooh. Yes! You got the cardboard box in front of my face. Pretty small if it's a monitor? I don't know what it is. I think it was a monitor.
2 monitors for the German guy for the election stream. He needs a computer.
Is it just some random German dude? How do you find him?
He messaged me and he's like, I can't do a German accent. But he says he does business presentations and PowerPoints and stuff for whatever, and he's involved, or he's interested in election stuff. And then he said that he's
Is that all I got to do? Is I got to message you that I do business?
he put
stuff
together a
and
compelling pitch, and then he seems like he knows his shit. He's like a go-getter. He's aggressively doing shit, and then there's 3 companies that sell election data in the U.S. to have the maps and the live reporting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I'm allowed to talk about too many details, but I'll just say I got really lucky with one of the companies, and that they reached out to me, or we reached out to them through this guy, and then we got in contact, and I think we have a deal. We do have a deal. I know because I pay the invoice to have that raw election data, which is going to be super sick. So we'll be getting updates from election counties and everything, just the exact same time as any major media network. So we won't have to restream CNN or
That's crazy.
any of that shit. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wait, are you allowed to say how much that costs?
No, that's NDA.
Ooh. That's fucking cocked.
It's a pretty penny though. It's more than anybody else is spending for any of their election stream related shit, guaranteed.
I imagine. Imagine it's a lot of fucking money. Ballpark? Imagine he would have given it if he 10 grand somebody. Yeah. So you're foreign, just DM him, and then he'll give you the preferential treatment. That's what it is. 50 to 100K likely. I don't even know why.
I've never plugged anything like this in my entire life. Ethernet, USB, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Wait, what is that even supposed to do?
I wonder if it's power over Ethernet. Don't know, don't care. It goes in the trash.
Wait, what did that go with?
I don't know, but it's in the trash now, so if I don't know what it does, it just gets thrown away.
Did it come with a monitor?
It was with that APC. I think you can do power over Ethernet or something like that.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Power over Ethernet is actually really cool if you set it up. You can do, I think you can do Ethernet over power as well. You ever heard that before?
No.
Some people will take, there's a way to run Ethernet through your power cables in your wall.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
or internet, I should say, not Ethernet. Internet, you can run through your power cables on your wall.
No shot.
Yep.
This doesn't make any sense to me. Destiny watch Arcane. If you don't do that, if you hang out onto stuff, what is there to do in this fucking city?
Bro, I don't know. If you're a fuckboy, there's a ton of shit to do. There's a lot of amazing clubs, good nightlife, drinking, DJs, shit like that. And then beach stuff if you like that, but I don't do any of that shit, so.
When am I leaving? Could I go to a club?
Yeah, probably.
I am leaving on the 1st. I don't think... That is a Friday, and I leave in the morning. And I'm not staying in this place even a day longer.
Cock.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit, so. No clubs for me, I guess. Also, can you scream? Is there anything else? Can I even do you have neighbors that, if I scream, though?
Neighbors probably shouldn't scream. The walls are pretty thick, though. We haven't gotten in trouble yet, so.
Okay. Wait, when is the actual podcast? What time?
Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
I'm assuming local time.
No, we actually measure everything here in European time, just to.
Okay, I don't know why you're talking to me with that attitude.
Why would we do local time for a podcast that's in person?
Because you're talking to a stream. I thought maybe you would do some kind of more universal.
You asked me the question, Relly.
Yeah, we're on stream. The neighbor's gonna come knocking, okay?
Shit, not good.
Mommy and daddy are fighting. That's cringe. Yo, Relly, stick around till the 5th. You got like $1,000 you can give me for lodging? Please? I paid $200 to be here, or sorry, not $200, $400 to be here for 2 days because I flew in early.
Why would you pay money to fly in for somebody else's podcast? That's kind of a weird thing, guys.
I don't know.
I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
I think that's kind of weird. But
Neg 400. Give me $1,000. Really, you broke, nigga? Throw your bank account in the thing right now before you call me broke. I am broke. I am. I'll admit it. But I want to see your bank account. If you're gonna call me broke. Why couldn't you stay at Tiny's place? Yeah, go ahead. Why can I bum on your couch?
I mean, you can sleep in here. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, as long as.
What the bro? I just paid $400.
Actually, no, I probably shouldn't have.
Okay, thank God. I was honestly, it would be way better if you just told me no, dude. Holy shit, that would have been so upsetting.
I should say no because if I say yes to you and then someone else asks and I say no to them, they're gonna be like, "But you said yes."
Just tell them I'm black.
Well, yeah, isn't that a reason for you not to be in here? Do you know how much expensive shit is in here?
Bruh. Ain't no way you said that. I hope they. Wait, they do. You're mic'd up, bro. Somebody stop him. He's being racist. I'll tell Twitch on you. Yeah, no, I would. I would be here for the thing. I didn't even know if I could be here until you implied that I could for the election stream. But it's too much money, man. Somebody drops me $1,000, I'll do it. But if you guys want to grab me that. I was going to do a thing also. I was telling Destiny. I was going to do a thing because I've never drank once in my life. I was going to do a thing for $5,000, where the first time I ever drink is going to be on this podcast tomorrow. So,
damn.
Just saying, if there's an oiler that wants to put five large ones on the line, e-begging, that's the game.
You should have done like a donation drive on your stream.
Yeah, I should have. I thought about it, and then I was just busy with other shit, and I just didn't care enough to do it. Yeah. Not even a sip. Not even a sip. I've never had a lick of the stuff. The first thing I did that was like drinking or drug-like was shrooms, and it was awful. I fucking hated doing shrooms. It just made me sick.
That's quite the thing to start with.
Well, the reason why I started with it is a bunch of people told me that you can have like crazy introspective experiences on shrooms, and that's what I would want to get out of drugs. I don't give a fuck about having a good time. I can have a good time without drugs. It's called XCOM. But I wanted to have that introspective experience, you know?
Sure.
And it just didn't end up happening.
How much did you take your first time?
1.5, I think.
What was the, were you like with people that had a lot of experience?
Xena, Darius, my ex, who
Jesus.
did it, I think, twice prior to that. So not really? No. One of my other roommates who has done it like 5 times.
Things like mushrooms or LSD, they facilitate thinking differently about things, but it just facilitates. It doesn't force it to happen. So having somebody that can like ask you questions or like be kind of like a gentle like source of comfort or whatever when you're doing stuff like that goes a long ways. Otherwise, you're stuck like trying to fight the trip while also like being afraid because you're having like a weird experience while also like dealing with everybody else around you. That's just like a lot. It's not a good environment to be in.
Yeah, it's just, I wasn't even having like any of that type of, I was totally normal, except my stomach just was being weird. I was just a little bit sick.
That's really normal when people, did you eat them? I'm guessing you ate like just mushrooms raw?
Yeah.
If you're eating the actual mushrooms, it's really common that people will have nausea for maybe like 30 minutes. It should go away though.
It was it was like at the end of it. At the start of it, I literally felt nothing for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I was like, my stomach hurt.
Oh,
so
weird.
It was just ass, honestly.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
There's also like, depending on like, do you know if you ate the stems or the caps or anything like that?
Oh, bro, nah.
Because if you had like 1 gram and it was like all like stems, it's possible that you like didn't even have that much psilocybin. In which case,
I know it wasn't just the stems. I know that.
Okay.
It was like the actual. Bro, I'm gonna sound like a fucking 5th grader describing drugs because.
don't worry, drug you sound like 5th graders describing drugs.
Okay, cool. All right.
But if you only take a little bit your first time, then the only thing you'll get are like very slight visuals. So like the walls will breathe a little bit. You can see them kind of like doing that, and then you might feel like a little bit like strange mentally, but you're not going to have like a full trip. You might not even have enough to produce like a vivid like visual experience. and then you're just going to be feeling kind of like weird for 4 to 6 hours, and then
Yeah.
like that's it. And then
All I wanted was just something like what I was told some people get, which is like that introspective experience. Like if I can fast pass my way with dealing through like some of my problems, then I'll fucking do it. Hell yeah. But
you'll never. There's no drug that will help you with that.
what? I was literally sold by like several people that like they fast pass through like traumas or some shit.
Yeah. Think about. I want you to do me a favor, okay? Close your eyes, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Closed.
I want you to
Yes.
think about the people that told you that they fast pass through trauma on
Yeah.
mushrooms. Think about them.
Yep.
Do they seem like today they are super well-adjusted people who have gotten over all their trauma?
One of them at least seems cool, but the rest of them no. one of them's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah. People that say that shit are getting over trauma all the fucking time for everything, and they're never over anything, and they're not doing shit. So
I just
don't.
need to get past like 2 things and we clear. Okay. I got 2 things holding me back and then we clear. But that's it. And it's fucking annoying me how long it's taking. But you know it is what it is. It's how it is. Yeah. So. E-bagging, you know? Just give me a bunch of money, please. So I can know what it's like to be drunk. Yes? No, probably not. Probably don't do that. Probably don't. We could be your therapist. Tell us about it live. Therapy with chat? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm totally fine.
Are you hungry? Do you want to... If I order food, do you want to get something?
Yeah, sure. What are you ordering?
I don't know. Hold on. I just remembered I didn't eat today.
The closest things to, well, let's just start here. I've lived a very easy. This. Okay, I've lived a very easy life. All right, I've lived an extremely easy life. Yes, that's the one. And so. Easy relative to like emotional damage, okay?
Hold on, Ahrelevant. Have you ever heard of a restaurant called Raising Cane's?
Yeah, of course.
Do you want one of that?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Caniac combo.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
What do you want to drink?
Dr. Pepper, no ice, please. The fact that you didn't respond makes me feel like you're silently judging me. But
Wait, you said Diet Pepper, no ice?
Dr. Pepper, no ice, please.
Dr. Pepper, no ice.
Yes.
The fuck? Okay.
Ice is a scam by the government.
It's special Cane's ice.
What the fuck are you saying?
Just forget it, okay? Fuck you.
Yeah, I want to forget that. I lived a very easy life, okay? Not very hard in regards to psionic damage. However, dating has been the bane of my existence, okay? I think every one of my quote-unquote traumatic experiences have come from dating. That shit just fucking cocks me, bro.
Why? What's your biggest issue?
My biggest issue with dating, or like?
Yeah, what's like the biggest problem you ran into?
Fucking lying and cheating. It's really
like you're lying and cheating, or the other person's lying and cheating.
Other people's lying and cheating. I don't lie. Okay, I never lie.
Oh,
Then
why do
that
you think
gets me in a bit of trouble.
Lie or cheat?
Huh?
Why do you think they lie or cheat?
Depends. Some of them, I mean, for different reasons. Each one of them for different reasons. Probably. Probably the biggest one was like half alcoholism and probably the other half. See, I wish Darius was here, because if Darius was here, it would be able to, I think we're yin and yang in regards to this, okay? So Darius, he's like a romantic guy. You know, he has the like the passion, right? That a lot of women love. And then I'm on the opposite, where I am the least romantic person. Like, I like the idea of romance, like in theory, in the passion and shit like that, but I find it in different things than what most people do. So he has that, and then I have the like day-to-day, the consistency. I'm not like rizzing up women on Instagram and shit every day. So I'm like consistent, but no passion, and then Darius is passion, but not consistent. I wish he was here so that way we could go back and forth on that, but yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, Darius is, there's probably more than two, but there's like two huge components to like kind of romantic relationship stuff. One of them is romantic love, where you feel like the butterflies and you're like super obsessed with the other person, and you're, yeah, it's just like the whirlwind of feelings that everybody gets when they're dating somebody. And then the second thing is kind of like a friendship, where you are building on doing things every day, like having a consistent routine where you incorporate each other into each other's lives, and it's like the day-to-day, stuff related to relationships. But they're two very different things, and they require different work. You probably need both. Yeah. For a relationship to work, or at the very least, you need the second one. The romantic stuff you can theoretically live without. People have done it with arranged marriages forever, but you can't live without the. I don't think you can live without the structured, like routine incorporated stuff.
Yeah. So like that's been my biggest issue consistently, and like unfortunately, I never hear this directly from the person. This is why I almost feel like I need somebody to be in a mock relationship with me, but it's not possible for me to like do relationship shit like cuddle, hold hands, and do whatever, and kiss and sex and shit like that, and not like catch feelings. It's not really possible for me to do. But I wish I could do that and have somebody who's like totally disjointed that could just tell me, hey, you're stupid about this, you're stupid about that. Because after the fact, I'll hear about like, oh, I wish he had taken me on a date here, I wish he had done this, I wish he had done that, but I never hear it during. And
man, one of the things that I think would be so cool, but nobody could do it because women would probably just get mass murdered, but I feel like it would be based if when you turned like 18, there was like a state mandated, like all 18-year-olds had to get on Tinder and go on 10 dates with other people, and by the end of the 10-date trial, you got feedback from all 10 people that was anonymized. So you could see like, hey, this is a thing you could do, this is a thing you don't do. They would be so useful to collect information that way when like there's no stakes, and people are just giving you honest feedback. Like imagine if you had like 6 or 7 different girls say like the same thing. You're like, oh shit, I need to fucking work on this. Like,
exactly.
So,
But through the grapevine, I have heard consistent issues regarding the like romance passion shit.
What do you think is the consistent issue when you say that?
I'm just like, I need to focus more on just like doing like rom-com romance shit, like going out to the fucking bowling alley and we bowl together.
And this is
like doing all
people
of that shit.
We'll have different takes on this, but in my opinion, I don't think you should do romantic stuff that you don't enjoy doing. If anything, it will just lead to more conflict, because if you don't genuinely enjoy it, she's going to realize it while you're there doing it, and then it's just going to lead to more fighting.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that is necessarily something that I wouldn't enjoy. The problem is I'm just not. It's not something that I'm putting like the onus on. So like as an example, I don't go on walks on my own, right, or anything like that. But one of my exes I went on walks with somewhat consistently, and I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm enjoying it because I'm hanging out with them, right? And I guess as long as I could like have a conversation with them, then I could probably do that.
Oh, in that case, that's the second thing. I'm similar-ish there in that I need like a partner who's a little bit more like domineering. Like if my partner doesn't suggest that we do anything, I will do nothing. We'll do nothing. But if my partner's
that's
like,
kind of been my experience. But then like later I will hear how much they hated doing nothing.
yeah, the issue that you're running into with people, especially because women tend to be a bit more on the like, I want you to make the moves and ask stuff.
Yeah.
The big issue that you'll run into is if a girl is not used to being the person to make the suggestion, and she's the one that's having to make all the suggestions, then what happens is even if she adopts to making those suggestions while you're dating, the feeling that she's going to get is that you're not interested because she has to make the first move all the time.
Right, exactly. That's been
so even if they are able to do it, emotionally they might never be able to get over the fact that I have to make the first move, because in their mind they're always interpreting that as disinterest.
Yeah, that's been
But I think that's one of those things where you just have to find somebody that's like compatible with you, because if they're not compatible in that way, in my opinion, people don't change that much. You're too old. You're not going to completely change your communicative style, your emotional like compatibility or whatever. You just got to find people that click with you in that way. Otherwise, you're always going to be having fights or discontent over that.
Yeah, that's been a struggle, and so that's what I think. Like the issue is, but again, there's only so much interpretation I can do because I don't get clear communication on the problems. But yeah, there's like that.
The problem is depending on the problem, they don't want to communicate, right? Nobody wants to tell their partner, hey, I don't feel desired because you're not asking me to go out and do things.
I do that shit all the time.
What?
I'll directly communicate.
No.
like-
But I'm just saying for this particular issue,
I see.
think about it emotionally from their perspective. They don't want to feel like they have to make the move all the time because they want you to make the move because they want to feel like you have a genuine desire to do that thing with them. And because they're the type of person, okay, that perceives things in that way.
Yeah.
If you're not asking, it's not because of the way you are, it's because you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So if they have to ask, they don't like it. But if they have to tell you to ask, it also doesn't count because now they feel like it's not coming from you genuinely.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying just in my personal opinion, it's not worth even trying to make that work. Just find somebody else that matches your emotional communication style better.
Yeah, bro, that's tough though. I think this is where I'm like too much of a like a softie or whatever. Man, if somebody likes me and I like them, I like just like being around them or whatever, I feel like I try and make shit work that obviously I shouldn't try.
Yeah, this is true for like business and video games and fucking everything you do in life. It's really important to identify areas that are worth putting time into, and it's just as important to identify areas that are worth never wasting
never
time
putting
with.
any time into. Yeah.
And just like I said, and maybe if somebody else gives you different advice, feel free to ask somebody else. But if I don't think when two people are that emotionally different in how they communicate, I think it's always going to be a huge source of contention, and it's just not worth trying to work through something like that. It's better to just find a partner who's more compatible in that way, I would say.
You know, one thing that was weird for me, the most consistent issue that I've had in my past relationships from like my end onto the other that like nukes the relationship at this point for me in like all of the ones that it's been present is there's been several times where I'll communicate, hey, like this or that is going to end our relationship if we do not like come to a way to resolve this. And I think in every single relationship where I've said that, not one of them have ever remembered what it is.
Can you give me an example? What do you mean?
Yeah, sure. So one of the examples is I had a massive communication issue. We had massive communication issues where I felt like I was saying one thing and they felt like I was saying a different thing that was so radically different than what I felt like I was saying. It was pretty much incompatible. Like I felt like what I was saying was something decent, and the way that they described it was like emotionally abusive, right? So we have what from my perspective, is a means to be able to reduce or remove this conflict that we're going through to find a solution. And then from them, it was like the way they described it was emotional abuse. And I was like, okay, we have to be able to resolve that.
This is where I'm at, but I'm a very atypical person, so take this with a grain of salt. This is how I navigate all of these relationships now. If it's a brand new relationship, then I can understand people trying to feel things out. But if I'm in a situation where my partner thinks that I'm doing something, that I'm saying that like I need this for my emotional well-being or whatever, and they interpret it as abuse, I immediately piece the fuck out. Because if it's even in your mind that I could be trying to abuse you or something, why the fuck would I waste my time like trying to make our relationship like happy, let alone or like even stable, let alone like happy or fulfilling.
Right, that was a part of the conversation immediately after. It was like, okay, if you interpreted this as like me being emotionally abusive, do you believe that I would do something like that? And then they said, yeah, like I think that you could do something like that. And I'm just like, okay, I guess I can understand like you don't really know me, because it was at the start of the relationship, but it's like, okay, it's not really much to do. But yeah, I agree. I understand your perspective. I talked to other people, third parties at the time, and they pretty much said like the same thing. Like, it's just tough. It's when you're in a relationship though, like when you're hanging out with somebody and they like you and you like them, man. It's tough. People kept saying like, give a more specific example. Trying to think of a more specific example that isn't gonna like potentially upset somebody who I say it about.
Oh, bro.
Is that a graphics card?
Yeah, they said my cameras were delivered today, and I'm not seeing my fucking cameras. Please, God, don't do this to me.
Okay, so this is an example. One of my exes had cheated, and I had a conversation with them about, hey, like, you cheated, you know, in X manner, and so we're going to reconfigure the relationship because essentially they couldn't like not do it. Like they had to, let's just say they had to talk to other people, right? It's just something that they couldn't not do. I asked them several times. I'm like, okay, I kind of have to do this.
Wait. Don't tell the story yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just search for this. If these cameras are lost, I'm gonna be fucking triggered as fuck. Okay, track.
4090, same size as a dude. It is like bigger than my chest. Yeah. Well, no. Okay, this is a weird perspective thing. It looks like it's as big as me. Here, let me move a little closer. It's like a little bit bigger than my forearm. It's a big thing though. The thing is massive.
Delivered and fucking signed for. What the fuck? Signed for.
Everyone gets cheated on, really? Just got to hit the gym? Yeah, I do hit the gym, okay? I like the gym a lot, but I don't do the gym for that, okay? I do the gym for me, right? Every woman on earth could call my body gross or whatever, and I do it for me, okay? I don't give a fuck. Tell Destiny it serves him right for buying gay cameras.
Good one.
From Dan. Okay. All right. You just
Delivery date is 12:30 at night.
Hold on.
Or no, 12:30 in the afternoon. Bro. 12:30. I wasn't streaming yet, was I? No.
But yeah. How are you guys, chat? How are you? Those cameras are gone? Yeah, I stole a couple of them. You were right to not let me in the studio.
Is there a box that I brought in that I'm forgetting?
The concern on this man's face is pretty insane right now.
It's fucking $5,000 worth of cameras.
Oh, I definitely stole it then.
Where the fuck would they be? Did I forget a box? I brought up 2 boxes.
I didn't know you were in tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I was in last night even. And I'm gonna be in till the 1st, I think midday. Or you sleep, or should I extend your hotel? Or are you sleeping in the studio? I don't know. I think Destiny implied that sleeping in the studio probably shouldn't be an idea as to not create a culture of it, which makes sense. So, yeah.
Do you think maybe they gave it to the front desk and they signed for it? Because it says
it's your place. I don't know.
Yeah, true. That's fucking weird, right? There's no shot.
I probably have.
I'm so triggered right now. That's okay.
Didn't you get delivery midstream? No.
Yeah, but it wasn't this. It was another box.
Oh,
it was,
it?
It was this. It was the graphics card.
I walked in. There was like 9 packages in this spot, dude. It's
Yeah, but I've opened them all now. Okay, what if he had
actually
my
cool. This is a cool environment.
delivered today track package? No, never mind. No, that was a different carrier.
Lawson decided to donate $20 to a multimillionaire. To coexist with a woman, sometimes you have to accept you're wrong when you're right. At least your gay cameras don't have to do it. No, I refuse that. I will never do that. I'll never accept that I'm wrong when I'm right. I'm never doing that. That's one thing I won't do, okay? I'm never doing that, ever. But yeah. I'll try and be cordial with something, but I'm never gonna I consider that like a form of lying. That's like deceptive. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry for something I'm not sorry about, or I'm wrong about something that I'm not wrong about.
Based.
But I can be amenable. I feel like I'm very open to differing opinions in relationships. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Men get real mad and you have to calm them with "you're right." Right, and I would hope that none of my the people that I date do that. Relly, who the fuck would you stay after being cheated on? Do you have a zero self-respect or your pussy whipped? Okay, so first of all, rude. Second of all, the people I stayed with, so the first person I stayed with when I got cheated on, they only did it when they would drink heavily. Like this woman was like 110 pounds and she would drink, I kid you not, like 9 shots and then she would drink. Okay, this woman was fucking lost, right? Copium, yes, enter the copiums. That's a part of the story, okay? That's a part of the story, is me coming to grips with the idea that, hey, you're drinking, and that's like, I don't think that should make you cheat. You don't stab me in my sleep, so you clearly have some decision-making.
I'm back, my brain is here. Okay, where were we at? What's going on? What was the thing you were gonna say before?
I've been saying it, nigga.
No, you were telling a story before, and I told you to stop because I wanted to listen. And then...
Okay, yeah. The story that I was telling was essentially that one of my partners couldn't stop talking to specific people who like wanted to sleep with them.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's okay. You can do that. As long as you're cool with me doing that too. Right?
Oh shit. Okay. Can I say one quick thing?
Yes.
When you're setting like boundaries in relationships, they don't always have to be fair, or they don't have to be the same, but they do have to be agreed upon, and they can't come from a vindictive place.
Yeah. I agree.
So like, let's say that you are thinking like, I don't want my partner to talk to somebody for a particular reason. Mm-hmm. If they say, well, I want to talk to that person anyway, mm-hmm. then that's a situation that locally you have to resolve that.
Yep.
It can't be, well, I'm going to do this then, because that's like that's always a path to disaster.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead.
The way that it was situated was they were like, hey, I'm not going to do anything with this person, but they're like an important part of my life. And, at the time, they didn't have very many friends. And this person was like friends and stuff with them, but they obviously wanted to sleep with her. And then so I was just like, okay, that's okay, as long as I can have friends and then I can set boundaries with them and just be like, hey, I'm not going to sleep with you or whatever. But if a friend of mine I know is like wants to sleep with me, then that's okay, as long as I don't sleep with them. And I was perfectly happy to be in that situation with that person. Well, not perfectly happy. It's suboptimal, but I could live that way and be, for the most part, happy. And so I was like, okay, yeah, that's okay. But the problem is, whenever it would come up that I would be talking to somebody in such a manner, it felt like they would forget that arrangement that we had made. And so that's kind of an example of something where I was like, hey, like we both agreed to this way of doing the relationship. And when you do it with these other people, like, I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's within the boundaries. But then when I would do it, it'd be amnesia. Be like, oh, okay, well, not like that, or stuff like that. And then
sure. So that's obviously that's really bad, right? Unworkable.
Yeah, and that's what ended up terminating the relationship. Drag ABBA in. He has beef with Relly. How?
One thing that's like really shitty that a lot of people, it's hard to feel this intuitively, but like there can be two people that genuinely love each other and also have like a lot in common and get along, but for reasons that are beyond like redemption, like the relationship won't work. And sometimes it's hard to accept that. So two people that genuinely love each other and genuinely get along in a whole bunch of ways will stay in bad relationships for longer than they should, because like the good parts of the relationship are really good and they don't want to acknowledge that like the bad parts are fucked.
Yeah, no, I've been that way. That was the story I was getting into with the alcoholic. Well, one of them was stuff like that. Whereas, like, this chick had like cheated on me, and I was coping that it was just the alcohol for so long because everything else was so fucking great.
Yeah.
Everything else was so fucking great. But yeah. Wait, does ABBA actually want to be in the call? Tell him to stop popping into the mic.
Oh, they're mad. I'm popping this shit.
Hello, Danny. Relly keeps picking girls he thinks he can fix. No, I never go into a relationship thinking I'm going to fix somebody. That's stupid. And even that comes from a guy who stays in relationships where he gets cheated on. Chat is baiting so hard. Oh, okay. Then we're good. But yeah. And, dude, but you know what was the worst experience probably of my life was the Tinder streams. That was like the worst time period of my life.
What do you mean?
It was just, the psionic damage was just so much.
From like what part in particular?
From like casual dating. I don't know how people do it.
But I mean, like, what do you mean? Like, what
Okay,
was hard?
so specifically the idea of, and there's probably multiple dimensions to this and some stuff unique to me. Well, not unique, but relatively unique. But like the expectation that when somebody comes over from Tinder, if you like hang out with them, like that there's going to be something that happens. There's some kind of expectation that like you guys cuddle, kiss, maybe fuck, something like that. That
Yeah.
expectation destroyed my mental because I essentially never wanted to. Well, not really never wanted to do it, but it was really like it's not something that I was about. And
Did you ever put that in your profile?
yeah, but the problem is like it's a bunch of dudes do that and they just want to have sex anyway. So I don't think very many
Works well.
women actually regard that as
Sure.
things like that.
I mean, I would, yeah. Setting expectations is important. Like, try to include it in the conversation as much as possible. Like, say, like, hey, like, I'm serious about this or whatever. But, I mean, that's hard because the more you say it, the more it seems like you probably just do want to do it.
Yeah, you do want to do it. That's the issue. And then so also balancing the way where it's like, hey, you know, I like you, but I don't want to have sex with you.
You
the first
can't,
time that I meet you.
in my personal opinion, it is impossible to turn down a girl for sex. If you turn a girl down for sex, you've probably destroyed her mind, and you will never ever. You can't. You absolutely. That is like the death. Like you should. If you really like the girl, you should just like close your eyes and let the fucking rape happen.
that's what
Unironically, like you can never turn a girl down for sex. Her mind will be destroyed.
That
It's
was.
impossible.
We're not going to get into it, but that was part of my experience, and it fucking cooked my mental because I would do stuff like that, and then I would, it would show in the performance, right? It would show. I couldn't be enthusiastic about it, and then it would be a bunch of people who are like, oh, I'm not sure about that or whatever, and then it's like, oh god, this is just a fucking mess, and that shit just tossed my mental. So.
Yeah.
So, I will never do that again. I will never do that again.
Stupid fucking rapping.
Fuck casual dating. Fuck hookups.
Jesus.
Fuck Tinder. Okay. Fuck Tinder. Shit is nonsense. I like Hinge better anyway. You actually have prompts and stuff to be able to go off of. Just go gay, bro. Oh man, low key. I wish I could. Low key. I'm joking. I still think a lot of my problems would exist if I was gay. How did the relationships end? Curious? I mean, yeah, I broke up with a lot of them. One of them broke up with me. Most of the breakups were induced because when I presented the issues, and they couldn't say back to me like what the issues even were, I just felt like at that point there's nothing to be done.
True.
So like as the example of that I brought up earlier where, you know, she was talking to other guys and then when I would talk to other women, there would be issues. I would say to her like, hey, do you remember these things that we talked about that were like potentially relationship ending that we were discussing? And then she would say no.
A lot of people, in not just relationships but in life, like to put on blinders if things are going well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad, yeah. People
then
do it
when-
with medication, like even for mental health stuff. If like they're feeling better, they're just like, oh, let's just stop. And then shit gets like completely fucked. And then they're reminded like, oh, wait, we never actually fixed this problem. It's still here.
Yeah. And then so to me, like I didn't need them to fix the problem. I just needed them to remember that there was a problem.
Yeah.
Right? And the lack of memory there was like, okay, there's nothing to be done. Right? That's your fault, really. You should speak to the other dudes. It would have been, you should have spoke to the other dudes. It would have been fine. What do you mean?
He's trolling you.
On a scale from 1 to 10, rate your stroke game. We're being honest, it's got to be really bad. It's like really bad. And the probably 90% of that reason is I have ED, so makes it really difficult, especially on those hookups and stuff like that, those first dates or whatever.
You can't have you can't have boner issues to the girl either. It will destroy her fucking
know,
mind.
that's
You
the
can
problem.
Never, ever,
That's the problem.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh my god.
I
Imagine
know.
not like centering like 100% of your sexuality around the woman. You will destroy. You're done. What were you even thinking? What were you? Bring a penis pump with you, okay?
Yeah.
You cannot not have an erection at her. It's over at that point. You might as well kill yourself. At least if you yourself, rigor mortis will set in, and then you can have a boner. So.
Dude, why? Why you did this, bro? I'm trying to get emotional when you chat, bro. Come on, don't put me over the rails. But Blue True, I've tried methods. Trust me, I think it's psych. Okay, I think it's psychological. This is one of the things that I would have hoped to have solved with the narcotics. Okay, with the shrooms. But you know, it is what it is.
Fuck.
So
I'll be right back. The food got delivered upstairs.
yeah, I got you. So the issue was, like the brother Steve was talking about, I would explain, because before every sexual interaction, I would explain to them, I would go like, hey, just so you know, this thing happens. Like, I have ED, it's a problem. And they go like, yeah, no amount of pre-conversation will ever prepare somebody for like what Steve was talking about, for like it just not working. Because one of two things either happens. Either one, they blame themselves, which about 90% of the time they blame themselves. And the other 10% of the time, if they don't blame themselves, they'll like, it will just result in them just going like, okay, I don't blame you for this, but this is not a good experience, right? So even if you get past step one, step two is the experience is not what they wanted, right? And so your nigga's a munch. That's basically what it's at, okay? I like giving head. It was, hey, look, some blessing. Hey, look, it's a good excuse to give head, bro. It's a good excuse. Look, I'm sorry. That's just what it is, bro. That's just what it is. Major cope. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. You might as well make that shit work. I'm glad at least I enjoy that, okay? Because if I hated doing it, then it would suck. So yeah. You know? What the fuck did I walk in on? A wholesome chat, okay?